Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another video. This is not a repair video, but it is a video. Thank you once again for stopping by. Today we're going to be taking a look at a 2-port HDMI KVM switch. Anybody that's ever did computer repair and messed with multiple computers and you don't have multiple monitors, multiple keyboards, you understand what a KVM is. For years upon years, I've always had a PS2 KVM with the VGA, and you have to adapt this out to DVI, DisplayPort, HDMI. You have an audio cable on it, and then if the computer's too recent, usually you may have one port that's split in half, or just one port that's like all black, or it's split in half with, you can plug a mouse or a keyboard in, or no PS2 ports. In which case, you're using a goofy adapter like this that takes a mouse and keyboard, joins it into one USB, and never really works the same from one computer to the next, at least in my experience. These are always flaky. We've had multiple ones fail over the years here in this shop, so I thought it would be time for an update. I didn't want to go all in and get a 4-port one and have it be a terrible experience. So we're going to take a look at this product today. Real quick, we'll open the box, and the main thing that I'm interested in is I imagine it will 100% run outputting to an HDMI monitor from HDMI, or probably DisplayPort to HDMI on the computer end, and almost 100% it'll probably work with any wired mouse and keyboard. Now the big question is, will it work with a wireless mouse and keyboard? So wireless mice and keyboard that have separate dongles, that's one question. And then a wireless mouse and keyboard that shares a dongle, or like this device. I'm certain this will work, but will this combo with one dongle work? That's more or less the big question that I would like to answer. Let's not waste any more time and jump right in. Take a look in the box and manual. We do not need that. Oh, KVM seems to be right there. We get 2 USB cables, it looks like. Yeah. Well, that's weird. USB on each end, but understandable. KVM to computer, and then 2 HDMI cables. So give me one moment. I'm going to pause and come back when we get all these cables out of their ties. And cluster of cables confirmed. Brand new cables, a little stiff, haven't been used. Understandable KVM. So let's set these off to the side. We'll split apart our 2 computers. We will go with the format that is on our KVM. So it may seem a little odd. PC1 and PC2, at least for the country, is that the standard is going from top to bottom and left to right when you read and write. This is a little backwards. We're going right to left just because of how this is laid out, but I think we can make an exception here. So let's connect up our PC1 HDMI and right into the computer. That's getting power over the HDMI port? That's awesome. I thought it would be USB. Huh, okay. And there's our USB cable for PC1. Plug that one in and go with PC2. So blue and green, awesome. At least it's 2 good colors. Can't complain about those. Your opinion may vary. All right, let's finish this quick setup. We're almost to the finish line, and we can see what the verdict is. Is this usable? Is it junk? I'm kind of curious, because I think it can improve the workflow in the shop here for doing more modern computers. Although a lot of our computers are old and have PS2 ports and VGA, we're starting, as people upgrade, we're starting to get more and more HDMI DisplayPort only in. some with the rare DVI port if they have a graphics card. Here goes the mouse and keyboard dongle. Okay, and our HDMI cable that runs over to our HDMI switcher. And this is good news. We have display on our monitor. Let me switch between the two. I just want to make sure that both client computers are awake and not sleeping. So we don't want to have the login screen with their name come up. And okay, so any way to tell, let's see which computer we're dealing with here so we can tell the colors apart. It would probably tell us in the manual, but we'll read. We'll plug in a Windows installer to the front here. Okay, so we plugged into this computer and it showed up on screen. So blue is 2, green is 1. Since they're both awake, let me show you on screen what we're dealing with here. Just wake up the cam link. And there it is. I had a search pulled up on KVMs on this computer, and we'll switch the scene so you can get a bigger view of it. You can see that Windows does indeed work, or yeah, Windows works. Windows is installed on. I mean, you can see that the mouse and keyboard both work. We'll do WinVer again. That's going up. Alt F4, Alt F4, all good there. And let's switch over to the other PC. And the cam link revived itself, so at a bare desktop here, we'll do, what is that one? msconfig. Is that still a thing? It is in Windows 10 at least. So not bad. Confirmed working, at least with my goofy HDMI switch, or HDMI switcher that loses the connection to the cam link every time you change it. So, but hey, that's that gear. Confirmed with a separate mouse and keyboard with separate dongles. Let's go one step further. Very quickly, we will attempt to use, what is this one? Where's the dongle for it? There's the dongle. So we're going to go with our old Logitech keyboard mouse combo. This is such a great product. I recommend if you have a chance to pick one up, but this is one dongle with one dongle for one mouse and keyboard, and confirmed working. The trackpad even works, the mouse works, and keyboard working. So you don't have to have separate dongles. You can plug one in, and will it control when you switch over? And it does. That is quite amazing that it does work with a single device instead of needing a separate USB. I'm not surprised. Now, if it was PS2, like two PS2 into one, that would be shocking with that old technology. However, I'm not going to complain because that's awesome that it works like that. It's how I hoped it would work. Now, if it will keep working as such. Let's go one further. We're going to test the same dirty wireless mouse and keyboard, a little dusty, but we're going to plug them into a USB hub, which is slightly different than a single dongle that has a mouse and keyboard program to it. This is actually, while I thought thinking of it, this is one of the Logitech unifying receivers that you can reprogram to different mice and keyboards that are compatible. So that's how we did a non-matching Logitech mouse and keyboard. But here we're going different branded products into a USB hub, and we'll try it from both ports to see what is the verdict here. We hear it dinging, working, and working. We don't want to shut down, so let's cancel that. So, rating overall, I'm going to say 2 thumbs up, 5 stars for a first impression. Is it what I thought it would be so far? Yes, I'm not a product reviewer. However, I think it can definitely get off of there. I think it can definitely help in the workflow. I don't know if you watching this, if you're the type of person that needs a KVM, but to get updated to a more modern standard for controlling your computers, if you have to work with multiple computers, this would be a good way to expand to control at least two computers. If you need that in your workflow, there are software solutions, but you really want to have to install software and uninstall it when you're done on every client computer that comes in when you're working on it. If you're in, a repair shop based environment or doing Windows installs, cleanups, anything like that. No, sometimes a KVM is the answer. And in this case, I think it can be good. If it continues to work for a long time, we can do an update. And also, I would hope they make one that functions exactly the same with 4 ports instead of just the measly 2 that you get on this. This was $36.99, I believe, on Amazon. I'll pull that up real quick so you can see here. This is the product that we're looking at. And just KVM is kind of the AbleWi USB and HDMI switch for 2 computers. KVM switch, HDMI 2-port box. So, not the best name, but yeah, AbleWi AbleWi, that is the store. So far, awesome product, working how I hoped it would, and we'll see down the road. Anyhow, I try to shoot videos all the time, doing repairs, attempting repairs, showing the successes with the failures. In this case, this was a success, but not a repair. I don't do product reviews, not very good at them. There's enough people out there doing that, but I did want to show this product that I got to try and improve the workflow here from an old standard to a much newer standard, to try and avoid some of the silliness with adapters. I mean, come on, they're all right here at hand. Just, what else do we got? Do we have a DVI somewhere close to? Yeah, VGA. I mean, come on, that's all within arm's reach to connect older computers in different ways. Depending on your organizational skills, it can be a lot to keep track of. So, more modern standard, I'm happy to try and embrace it and use it. I'm probably way behind on getting on this bus or wagon, but hey, better late than never, I always say. Anyhow, thank you as always for watching, clicking link, coming, or hanging out. Although it wasn't a repair, I do appreciate you watching. Subscribe if you're not. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it if you disliked it. Ring the bell if you do subscribe so you're notified anytime I upload future content. We're going to return and do something fun in the next video. At least I had fun doing it. I hope you have as much fun watching as I did repairing it. Unless I upload that video before this one, but we're not going to argue about that. We'll get this one up and then that one. As always, thank you so much for hanging out. We will see you in the next video.